Hello there. Happy New Year. Happy a couple of New Years for that matter. Just wanted to pop in and do a quick video. I said, oh, I'll do a video as soon as I get the lighting right and all this other stuff. But then I was like, no time like the present. So just a quick video to give you an update of what's been happening with me. Really absolutely nothing as far as my health. Whoa, it's been a couple of years out now since I had an adrenalectomy on my right adrenal gland, and everything has been great. And what I mean by that is the videos that you watched before this one talking about the surgery and the recovery and that sort of thing, ever since that day of surgery, I've been completely fine. Like, I had a follow-up appointment just to make sure that everything was okay and I didn't need any additional medications. But everything since those last couple of follow-up appointments right after surgery, nothing. I just mainly go to my regular doctor, do what you do every year, get your physicals and that sort of thing. But as far as like any type of specialist, any type of, special treatment or anything, nothing. I just go for a regular mammogram and a regular pap smear. So, I know I got a lot of questions to do a new video, so this is it. Let me see what else. As far as health wise, that's really it. Actually, it's kind of cold here now, so I have my sweater on, but I'm still doing a ketogenic diet. I lost 100. Oh gosh, 168 was the highest. I lost, and I will say I have been fluctuating the last year after I got married. So, but anyway, but the ketogenic diet has been great to me. I will say that. That was just me making a couple of choices of, straying off the plan for a while, but I'm back on full force. Strictly no sugar. The only sugar that I do is like organic stevia, and my coffee and everything. You can do bulletproof coffee if you are into the whole ketogenic diet. But I really don't go overboard with the MCT oil anymore because I kind of feel like it has fat in it and I have fat to burn. So it does have some great health benefits, but I don't overload it, so yeah, I just do that. I don't eat any type of fried foods. I just stick with the basic baked foods. And when I really want to be strict and really drop weight, I basically just do baked foods, like real food, like baked fish, baked chicken, just all kinds of stuff, baked pork chops, that sort of thing. I do a real regular breakfast like bacon and eggs, sausages and eggs. I'm not really into the whole packages, like the packages, what do you call them? Just anything really. Now, I will say, sugar-free candy, like if you just need something sweet, you could have that, but you have to make sure that it doesn't have the maltitol in it and the maltodextrin, because that's really not keto. It spikes your blood sugars, and that's what you don't want to happen. You want your blood sugars to stay nice and low and just even kill all across the board, so you can continue to be in ketosis. But like as far as like if I really need something sweet, I do like the organic peanut butter. You could do that. You can even make like peanut butter cookies with that. It's just kind of up to you. But yeah, I just kind of I found out that if I play around with the boxed sugar-free items, including the sugar-free syrups and all that good stuff, and going to Starbucks and getting the sugar-free, vanilla, sugar-free, whatever else they offer, for me, it kind of triggers cravings. So I like to stay away. Maybe on my birthday, do that sort of thing. But like on just a random day, I just kind of like to stay away from it. Just do my regular coffee with my organic stevia, and that's that. Because those sugar-free items they're triggers for cravings for me. So let's see what else. There were some other questions. I think mainly all the question that you all had was just how am I doing, because it's been a couple of years. So like I said, everything is good. No other issues with my adrenal gland. My right adrenal gland was removed. I still fully operate with my left adrenal gland. No type of medications. I had the surgery for it. I did it. Well, they did it laparoscopically. Oh gosh, a few years back now. No problems. My blood pressure went back to normal within like a few hours of the surgery. I was off all of my medications within a matter of days after surgery. I know a couple of you said that you were doing like, I think, vein sampling, and you were just kind of getting ready to go on that journey. And I'll just say, just basically, I'm glad I'm here. And the purpose of me making the videos was like back in the day when I was freaking out because I didn't know and I hadn't heard anybody else go through it. I came to YouTube. I came to all these places to see if anybody else had this issue, and nobody had a video, or at least not a video about high blood pressure unexplained, other than, oh, you need to stop eating salt and all this other stuff, but didn't know that, a small tumor on your adrenal gland could be the reason why you have uncontrolled blood pressure with no type of medical response as far as like medication. So that's the purpose of my video. So I hope it helps. And I will always say to the people that always ask questions, always go and check with a doctor. I feel like personally, no question is stupid because we don't know. We're not doctors. Like, and then two, you have to let the doctor know. Like, yeah, they're the pros, but at the same time, you're the one going through it. So you could possibly teach them. Like I said in my first video, the doctor that I went to originally, he said he didn't know. He just didn't know. And he was a nephrologist specializing in kidneys. So he just said, look, I really don't know what's going on with you, but this is a learning experience that I want to take back to my team. And so he used my case to teach doctors at the ER. Like, here's a case where that shows that you need to look beyond just hypertension and saying, oh, just eat better. Because now you can have a patient come in with a tumor on their adrenal gland, and you just think that you're going to give them a better diet and that'll fix it. So that's why I say be open and honest. I feel like there's no such thing as like being embarrassed about telling your doctor what's going on with you, because they really need to know. Like I said, they're the professionals, but they don't know all the scenarios, and my doctor was just humble enough to say, look, I haven't seen this before, but I really want to help you. Also, my other advice would be, well, number one, go to a doctor, ask all the questions you can ask. And I feel like the best thing you can do is go ahead and use your phone or pen and paper and have you some questions written down before you go. Because when you get in there in that moment, you're so, you're just kind of hyped up a little bit because you're at the doctor's office and you might miss some important things you wanted to ask. So go ahead and do your homework, have your questions ready so you can ask the doctor. If something just doesn't feel right, within you, like I said, nothing is too small. If you're going to the bathroom more than normal, let him know. Any little thing that you feel is just not normal, let the doctor know, because you never know. It might be related to what's going on with you. And they could look at the medications that you're taking and maybe adjust it if needed. But they really don't know if you don't tell them. So that's my advice. And then also, I think the biggest thing is, yes, we could fall for our doctors and have a type that we like and all this kind of stuff. Meaning like we could have our favorite doctors because we like them, because they take time with us in the room. But if you feel like you're kind of being put like in limbo, and they're just kind of experimenting with all the different medications, and they really don't know yet kind of what to do, like, go ahead and get a second opinion. Like, don't delay. If it falls in your spirit that, I don't know if he knows what he's doing or she knows what she's doing, let me just go somewhere else and see. You could do that. Like, there's no law that says you're like, have to stay with that one doctor. So always keep your mind open for a second opinion, because that's exactly what happened to me. I feel like my first doctor was gung-ho about finding out what was wrong with me, but it was just like a couple of years had passed and I was just still on all this blood pressure medication, taking horse pills for potassium. They were the size of horse pills, but and then it was just kind of like I was appreciative of him and he was so nice and helpful, but something said, you know what, see what you could do somewhere else and just kind of see if somebody else has something. What area are they going to come from? What lane are they going to get in and find the answer for you so you can move on with life? And that's exactly what happened. And I always think back like, ooh, I wonder what would have happened if I had gone earlier. and found a second doctor because she found it right away. But I will say, I'm not going to throw the first doctor under the bus because when she found my tumor, which was benign, it wasn't cancerous or anything. When she found it, it was still super small, like 3 millimeters, I think she said. It was very small. So for all I know, the first doctor did everything he could, but it just was not showing up yet, for the scans and everything. So I'm not going to knock him and his professional and educational abilities because he was awesome. But like I said, it's just that something told me to, get another opinion, and it happened to be a doctor closer to where I live. And by the time I went to her, it showed up. Might have been a difference in the type of scans that she ran. I don't know. But she found it. We took care of it. And that's behind me now. And so, like I said, go and get your second opinion if you need to, or if you just kind of feel like the doctor that you're with is kind of spinning wheels and just giving you medication to just kind of pacify what's happening and not really trying to correct it. Yeah, definitely go get your second opinion. And then I guess the final thing would just be, don't be afraid of surgery. Like I said before, things are done so well now, because I went in thinking, oh goodness, they're gonna have to cut me like old school style, like scalpel across, from side to side, hip to hip. Went in, did it laparoscopically. I had 4 I guess you would call them, like I said before, mosquito bites on the side of my stomach. That's it. No stitches. They had some kind of glue. And when I woke up from surgery, like the only thing I felt was I kind of felt like a little heaviness over to the side. That was it. No pain or anything. And so I stayed in the hospital, a few hours after that, I believe it was. And then they let me go home. And then like a few days later, that the surgery, the little glue from the surgery, it just kind of disintegrated over time, meaning it just kind of dried up and fell off. And some of it, I guess, dissipated. I don't know. But yeah, so my biggest thing is just don't be afraid. Go to a doctor that is patient, willing to answer your questions. Like I said, no question is too small or dumb, because this is you, your life, and your body that we're talking about. You matter. You're important, just as important as anyone else. So that's why I say, really, you're paying a doctor. They're working for you. So ask your questions. Get with somebody that you're comfortable with. And also, some people may just not be into surgery, don't want to take that route. Just talk with someone and just kind of see what your options are if you don't want to do surgery. And that's pretty much all I have. I don't know of anything else. And like I said before, I just go to my regular doctors, and that's pretty much it. My blood pressure is under control. I've never had any other high blood pressure since I had that surgery. And that is the truth. And I don't, I really don't have anything. But I just want everyone to just remember to put yourself first. I know it's scary when you're in the storm and this is happening to you. You're kind of out of it mentally, as far as like brain fog, can't really concentrate, just kind of off. You're just not at the top of your game as you normally are. Because I attribute it to, okay, well, maybe I'm just getting older and that's how it's going to be. No. So that's why I say just go to the doctor. Put yourself first. Go to the doctor, get checked out, see what's going on with you, and then just go from there. And you could always ask questions. Of course, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just happy to be someone, because so many of you were so appreciative that I did videos talking about this because you couldn't find anything. And I'm just so happy. If I had to be the guinea pig just to make the videos on YouTube to help other people, I'm thankful for that. So reach out, even Facebook, anywhere. See if there's some type of support groups to get in with any type of illness or anything that you're going through. They are really, really helpful. But I'm here. I may not make a lot of videos because I kind of feel like everything is pretty much done now. I've gone through the surgery and everything. So, but I will respond to any type of questions that you have and make any like response videos if I need to. But as far as like responding to the comments, I try to do that. So thank you again, everybody. Talk to you later.